These days, it seems like everybody is entering the marketing field and everyone has different services that they offer. And as a business owner or a solopreneur or a startup, it can be really overwhelming. So in this video, I'm going to break down the differences between hiring a copywriter and a social media manager for your team, for your business, and what both can do for you and what both technically really won't be able to do for you, so that you know what decision to make next in your business. Hi everybody, my name is Alina Amir and I am the Chief Copywriter and founder of the Azad Agency, where we offer copywriting services for startups and solopreneurs who are ready to take their business to the next level using really good copy. So in today's video, I'm going to break down the answer to this question: what is the difference between social media managers and copywriters? Because I get this question a lot. People ask me if I'm a social media manager. So I wanted to just break down the differences because I know it can be really overwhelming, especially when you're wearing 1,000 hats in your business all the time and you really just want a quick answer. So let's get started. Let's start with copywriting. Copywriting is essentially the writing of marketing and sales language for your business, and this can be found on a variety of different platforms and different mediums, from social media captions, from sales funnels, email sequences, the copy on your website, and all of that. And the idea is figuring out what your ideal customer is looking for, using that information and creating really compelling copy or writing that will make them want to do business with you. And what copywriters are supposed to be, at the very least, focused on is finding that data, asking you the right questions, getting to know who your business is serving, and writing words that really resonate with that ideal client. And strategy also comes in line with that. I, as a copywriter, also offer strategy sessions with my clients where I go over their goals, figure out what do they need, is their website copy in need of a refresh? Do they need some email sequences to start warming up their leads? What does that look like for their business? So that's definitely in line with what I do as a copywriter and so many others. You will find copywriters who specialize in really specific parts of the copywriting journey. For example, I know some copywriters that only do emails, where they'll only write launch email sequences or follow-up sequences or just SaaS company-based email sequences and stuff like that. I, for example, don't do that necessarily. I like to do the A to Z's of copywriting for my clients, just so that everything is more cohesive. There's nothing wrong with either approach, but if you are in the market for a copywriter, it's definitely worth figuring out what exactly you're looking for in a copywriter. Do you just want sales pages? Then you can find a copywriter that only does sales pages. If you want a little bit of everything, you can find someone who is willing to do a little bit of everything. So depends on your business, where you are, how much you can invest, and what exactly you need to get to that next level. When it comes to payment for a copywriter, I have seen a lot of different models. So again, this really varies. It can be an hourly rate, but the more experienced copywriters will definitely do more of a fixed project-based rate, and they'll take the scope of the project, how long it'll take, the amount of time it'll take for research, rounds of edits, additional consulting calls or strategy calls into the equation to really figure out the best price for you and for them, so that they can keep themselves in business and so that your business can grow. So definitely keep that in mind too. It's always really helpful as a copywriter to speak to a business owner who knows what their budget is and doesn't spend all their time nickel and diming and figuring out how to kind of get the best deal, but more so knows, I can spend this much on a copywriter, I know what I'll get out of it, so let's start and get to work. Another thing to keep in mind is that a copywriter does not necessarily engage with the writing after it is submitted to the client. So in my case, I write the copy, I submit it via email or via a different platform depending on the client, and then the client gives me feedback and I either incorporate their edits, or they're like, it's good to go, and then I ask for follow-up on how's the copy doing, is there anything else you need from me, are there any additional edits? But I don't necessarily go and reach out to customers for that company and ask. I don't continue to do research after that copy has been submitted unless there is an additional project. And just generally, if it's social media captions, I don't engage with those social media captions as the copywriter. Now, let's dive into what a social media manager does so that we can see what the difference is. Social media managers have so many skills, and I really applaud them for what they do. They do a little bit of everything as well when it comes to marketing. A lot of their key tasks include, but are not limited to, creating content from the images, the graphics using Adobe or Canva, figuring out the captions to go into each one, just coming up with a content calendar of what to post and when based on what the business is looking for, what platforms they're active on, and all of that. They also offer services that are more administrative in nature, like the actual scheduling of the content or posting of the content. So as a copywriter, for example, I don't always schedule the emails into the platform, but I just send the copy to the client and they use their own team's resources to actually schedule it. But social media managers are more inclined to actually post the content for the business depending on that particular social media manager. The social media manager also has engagement as part of their services often, which means that they'll not only post the content for you, but engage with that content as you to drive engagement, to drive traffic to your profile, and just get your posts to perform better and to warm up your audience even more. So there is definitely some overlap between social media managing and copywriting, especially when it comes to writing captions for different social media posts, or just making sure that both people are in line with what their messaging is for a particular company so that there aren't any conflicts. So if you are looking for a copywriter, chances are they also know a really great social media manager that has values that line up with theirs, that offer really great services that they may not. I, for example, am in contact with several social media managers that I really love and that I love working with, and that we refer people to for each other's services all the time, because even though our services are definitely different, they complement each other a lot, and both are super important if you're trying to scale your business to the next level. I hope this video helped. If you are in the market for a copywriter or a social media manager, definitely hit me up and let me know. I'd love to help you and point you into the right direction. At Azad, we really do focus on figuring out what the best copywriting services or just types of writing would be best for your business, and how to use that to take you to the next level and get you some of your time back as a busy business owner. So I look forward to speaking with you. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. You can find me on Instagram and on TikTok at Azad Agency for both of those platforms, and you can subscribe and like to this channel on YouTube. So without further ado, I will see you next time for the next video. Bye!